Crafty people, it's Monday. It doesn't feel like Monday though. It feels like Sunday because today's Memorial Day. And Honey is home because he has 5 days off. And Blake was here, which he's never here on Monday. And it just did not feel at all like Monday. It felt like Sunday. Several times today I've had to realize, oh, I have to go to work tomorrow. This week is going to be really weird at the shop because my opener gal is going to be gone for 2 days. She is going to pick up her son from his dad, and it's going to be weird. My other gal, who's been with me for years and years and years, is going to come and help out. But, you get used to the way one person does it, and it's just hard to switch. But it's just a couple days. And so this morning, I got up and I watered plants and Honey's got the pond torn apart because we keep losing a ton of water. A ton. A lot. And so it's all torn apart right now, and he's reconstructing it. And that's what he does. And that wasn't on his agenda for his days off. But when we were losing all the water, his agenda kind of changed. So I had to borrow some nail polish remover from Savannah because I had used my scissors to cut sticky stuff, and I had to clean them off. I, again, like last Monday, have a bunch of cards on my table that I'm working on. Only these are for the Magnolia channel. Well, a couple of them are from the Magnolia channel. And those I can't share on my channel. I don't know why they won't let me do that. But, hey, they send me free Magnolia stamps, so who am I to complain? Anyway, so I went to Walmart today, and I really like Walmart. I do not like Target. And I know a lot of you guys like Target and don't like Walmart. So I'm curious. That is my question. Do you like Target or Walmart better? And why? I don't know. I've always lived close to a Walmart and not necessarily close to a Target. So I like it. I heard Honey. What are you doing? You're not going to scare me. I see you on the screen.
Boo.
It stopped raining.
It did. I'm going back out.
Sun came out. Woo, sun came out bright.
This is like the third time it's rained today.
I know. And he's going to meet me at 9 o'clock for a movie.
I am.
Okay. He said that yesterday, too. I know, I'm not supposed to tell on you, right?
Not to the World Wide Web.
All right. Well, anyway, back to crafty talk. Bye. I mentioned it on last week's vlog that it's disappointing that so many crafty channels have disappeared and people aren't promoting other people's stores. I was very blessed to be asked to promote Candace's store, Only One Life Creations on Etsy. But I used to get asked all the time, and there just aren't that many. So I'm on the Knitwits design team, I'm on Craft Fantastic design team, Magnolia design team, and then I'm doing this collaboration for Only One Life Creations till the end of June. So but I love watching these videos that promote other stores. And I have placed, oh my God, guys, I have placed so many orders lately that I honestly can't even remember all of them. And I made a lot in my D-stash. So when I made a lot in my D-stash, I like to replenish with stuff that, and now that I know for sure that I'm into mixed media, I'm trying to stock up on things that will be appropriate to use in my mixed media projects. I really like this golden peach. This is the cheapy stuff from Walmart. And that's one of the reasons why I like Walmart is they carry this and they carry my favorite Bigelow tea, which is the vanilla chai. I have vanilla chai every morning when I get up. Every morning. I think last Monday I didn't have mine till noon, which is really odd. But anyway, maybe I'm lucky people aren't showing videos promoting other people's stores, because I've been spending all my proceeds from my D-stash, and oh my gosh. So yesterday I'm in here and I'm doing a little crafty stuff, and Honey comes in and he's like, "Hey, where's Hudson Gardens?" And I was like, Hudson Gardens is right down the street from one of our favorite restaurants, which is right around the corner from the shop. And he's like, "Really? It's that close?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, Donnie and Marie are coming." And I was like, "Bah! What?" If you remember, a couple years ago, Honey and I went to Las Vegas. And one of the reasons we went to Las Vegas, so we went to see Kiss, but the time we went before that, we went to see Donnie and Marie. And I had paid for front row and meet and greet. And I was going to meet Donny Osmond, my idol from when I was a young girl. And we get to the thing, we're giving her our tickets. I'm like, I'm so excited to see Donnie, I can't even believe it. And she's like, "Oh, they didn't tell you?" And I was like, "Ha, I don't know what you can say, but you ain't gonna fool me." And she's like, "No, seriously, Donnie was injured and he's not here." And I was in shock. I mean, I had paid, like I think it was like $3.50 a piece for us to get the front row and the meet and greet, which doesn't sound like a lot for meet and greet, but I mean, because with Kiss it's like $1,500. Anyway, so I had to go through all this rigmarole. I wanted my money back. I did not want to see John Schneider, who I'm sure is a really nice guy. He's the blonde one from the Dukes of Hazzard, that took his place. But I was like, what? No Donnie? So anyway, when he came in and told me that, and I told him where Hudson Gardens was, I was like, I looked at him, I was like, please, 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 please. Because, normally I don't ask him if I can spend money. But when I pulled up online, the tickets were $192 a piece. And I thought that was really pricey for a outdoor summer concert. But it's a very small venue. So he said, "Yeah, get the tickets." So then once you buy the tickets, and there's a $35 convenience fee, and there's a $15 delivery fee for the tickets. And it's like, holy cow. So it ended up like almost $500. And then I looked at the date and I was like, oh my God, we're going to be going to San Antonio. And I clicked on my calendar and I'm like, okay. Then I pulled up the save the date card to make sure when the wedding was. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the day after we get back. So we get back on Monday and the concert is on Tuesday. It's going to be the greatest July. And I told Honey, I said, I am even more excited than to go to a Kiss concert. And the reason is because I've never seen Donnie and Marie in real life. And that's what I'm really excited about. So I hope that they're going to have some kind of meet and greet accessibility. And Yeah. So that's what happened yesterday. But anyway, back to Crafty Chat. Let me pull up some comments. Wow, there's 15. They're long. All right, let's do newest first. Okay. So Carmen Aguila, she says, I'm a beginner crafter and just purchased a Sizzix machine. Where can I get deals on dies? I hear a lot of people say AliExpress. I haven't bought from them, so I don't personally know. But what I would say is use your coupons. When you're buying dies, use your coupons. Just shop everywhere and use your coupons. Bonnie Thompson, I agree with you, Rena. I'm disappointed about the videos. More backstabbing on some of those videos. Hold on. That was sneezing, just so you know. I hope nobody's panicking out there. I have seen those videos about backstabbing and explanation videos of why I did this, and I'm like, what? This is crafting. There shouldn't be any of this, and I don't get it at all. I always look forward to your creations and give me lots of ideas. Enjoy your blogs and can hardly wait for Sunday nights. Hugs from Calgary. Well, thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. It really does my heart good when you guys say you look forward to the vlog. It's so nice. Jeanette Solomon. Hi, Jeanette. I totally get what you're saying about not seeing many new crafty videos lately. I like to lay in bed at night and watch crafting videos until I get sleepy. Now I'm gonna yawn. It gives me ideas. See, you said sleepy and it made me yawn. It gives me ideas and inspiration. I don't make cards or do mixed media. I'm more of a mini album girl. I do watch everything you post though because I love all your stuff. But I feel like I've seen every album video out there. I know what you mean, because when I need mini album inspiration, I feel like I've seen them all too. So I'm going to be doing a mini album coming up in a box, and I'm excited about it. Oh, I am excited. Susan Pruitt, yay, so happy Rizzo is better. Looks like you've been busy. The lace holder is so pretty. Glad Shane's coming for a visit. Thank you for sharing your life and time with us and all your crafts. I really look forward to seeing all your creations. You're a big inspiration to me. I hope you realize how much you touch our lives and make our day a little brighter. I'm speaking of everyone on YouTube land. It's like visiting a friend and sipping on a cup of coffee or tea and catching up on life. I too miss seeing all the crafty videos. Seems like a lot of channels. It's all hauls. And that's true. Some people, they'll like post 5 hauls a week. And it's like, you haul a lot of stuff, but you're not making a lot of stuff. So what is going on? I've wondered that a lot. Maybe that could be the subject we could all discuss. Thanks for keeping it real and being you. Thank you, Susan. Katie S., glad to hear that Rizzo's better and her next test results are all good. I thought it was nice of that lady to send you the card, but it was sad that the dog had passed away. The dog was really old. It was time for her to go across the Rainbow Bridge. It is nice when people do things like that, especially after that horrible letter you got a few weeks ago. That's true. It's like, okay, here's one side of the world and here's the other side of the world. And I'm liking the other side of the world better. It gives one hope that there's still good in the world amongst all the hate. And oh my God, there's a lot of hate going on. Which leads me to my next comment of President Trump. LOL. I was thinking along the same lines when you started talking about his trip to Europe with Melania and how people comment. It's not like the government pays for her clothes. I bet he gives her a clothing allowance. She makes a lot of money too. I think she makes her own money. I really do, but anyway, bottom line is taxpayers aren't paying for it, right? Anyway, we don't watch Walking Dead or Scandal, but we do watch Game of Thrones, even though I'm not really a fan, but do watch with my husband, and that's nice that you do that. The other day, some days I feel like Honey really just watches The Walking Dead for me, because I watch it almost every night. And I'll put it on, because I usually lay down before he does, because I usually get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he doesn't get up till 6:30 in the morning, and when he's off, he doesn't get up till 10:30 in the morning. So I got many hours on him, and I usually lay down an hour or so before he does. And I had The Walking Dead on, and I said, oh, honey, when you come to bed, if you want to switch it, go ahead and switch it. And he's like, oh, no, I want to watch Walking Dead. And I was like, you're not tired of it? And he's like, that's my go-to. Anytime I don't have something specific to watch, Walking Dead is my go-to. And I was like, yes. Okay. We also watch another series, Vikings, which the main character in the show is played by an Australian actor. I had somebody tell me I should watch that, but I haven't. Karen Z. Hi, Rena. I'm from Australia, and I always watch and enjoy your channel. I have never been one to write comments, but when you spoke about the awful letter you received, I was very upset for you. Thank you. I love your vlogs because you are such an honest, down-to-earth person sharing your life and family with all of us. I think you are all great, and your craft work is, oh my God, gorgeous. Thanks to you all, Karen. Thank you, Karen. My family's a little shy on camera. Well, except for Honey. Honey's not shy. But the kids are kind of like, Mildred says, hi, Rena. I'm glad Rizzo's test came back good. And how nice of that lady to send you such a sweet card. It shows how good you are in your work. I love the way your laces are sorted by color. I also agree that there are not many videos at the moment. I'm in a mini album mojo, so I don't have as much videos as normal. I was thinking about a topic we could talk about, but I can't come up with something right now. Maybe later this week. Then I'll let you know. Have a great week. Sherry Vaughn, May Made It, and Stacy Williams are good crafting channels. Would you video as you organize so I can get motivated to redo my room? Yeah, I will. But everything else is pretty well organized. Maybe when I show my craft room tour after the window is in, and a week from today, they're putting in the windows. I don't know what day this one will get done. Maybe first, because it's going to have a big hole in it, because they gotta cut out the other side and make it ready for them. But anyway, Miss Beady Bomb Bomb. Hi, Rena. I don't comment much, but I do look forward to your vlogs. See, now I'm finding out about you lurkers out there. I agree with you, not much crafting videos. I see a lot of planning on my feed. Oh, I know. I don't do those planner things. It's just like, I know in my head what I got to do, and I don't need a planner. Although I am into it, but I would rather see crafts. I need to find inspiration. I barely have time to craft since I'm watching my grandbaby while the parents are at work. Glad to hear about Rizzoli. I love that nickname for her. She is a beautiful fur baby. Loving your craft room. Hugs. Thank you, Elizabeth. I wish your store was still open. Angel Hearts 51. Hi, Rena. Haven't commented in a while. Reason is I watch most videos at night on my Amazon Fire Stick in my bedroom and no place to comment. But today is Memorial Day and I'm off. I watch grandchildren during the week. First off, your yard is beautiful and love the new look of the front of your house. Me too. And the rock was supposed to arrive Thursday or Friday. It's not here yet. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So I'm not sure he's going to get it done, but on his time off. I miss the videos of you and your hubby and also miss the motorcycle rides you used to take. Okay. Honey said he's going to be willing to do some videos. So if you guys will ask some questions, we will do a video together. So for those of you that are newer, I mean, it's been maybe a year or two since we used to do it. And I would ask for you guys to ask us any questions. I mean, come on, don't ask us like anything, inappropriate, but ask us any questions and we will answer. And usually it's pretty funny. So, the motorcycle rides. The motorcycle tags are out. And I have been a bad mom and not gone and gotten the new tags for it. So tomorrow morning before work, I'm going to get the tags. Now, with that said, I told Honey, I feel fairly nervous about riding. And I'm nervous because of what happened with the boys. And I'm not sure that I want to ride. And I'm going to just see. Also, I was wondering about your grooming place. Don't know if I missed what's going on or not, but you were doing black and white furniture and also had natural wood in there. I just left the one wall all natural wood and the other wall is black and white, and that's just the way it's going to stay because I got tired of working on it and I'm not painting all that wood furniture. I'm just not doing it. So I will do a video. It looks really nice. Everybody says it looks really nice. You said no more black because of the dust. So did you change anything? I sure have missed Rihanna and the Playhouse. Rihanna plays in the Playhouse every time she's here. And I just haven't videoed her. Savannah is off on Friday. And I told her that the Playhouse needs a good once over. So Friday, the Playhouse is going to get a thorough cleaning. And I told Savannah, it's like the extension of our house. That's her playroom. And it needs to get cleaned up. So I did some cleaning up of it yesterday, a little bit. But I want her to vacuum it. And I want her to go out and, just really organize it. Glad Rizzo is okay. I love animals and miss you filming at your shop. I know. I don't know. Sometimes I get in the mood to do that. And then sometimes I'm just so busy grooming the dogs, I don't even think about it. Also, it may be my imagination, but your front fountain, the sound always sounds to me like it needs more water. The front fountain is called a pondless waterfall. So there is less water, but it doesn't need to have like a pool of water at the bottom. They dug way down, probably about 3 feet down. And that's where the water goes into this reservoir. And that's where the pump is. And then it pumps it up the back. And then it comes back down. So I promise it doesn't need more water. But I truly enjoy your videos. Of all kinds. Not crazy about mixed media, but do watch. Nothing wrong with it. Just not my style. I know what you mean. There's some mixed media that's totally not my style. So I'm having to make it mixed media arena style, I hope you have plans to spend more time outside with your hubby. Let me tell you, time flies. I'm about 14 years or so older than you, and it does fly. Take care. God bless you and your family. Hugs, Vicky. And then Vicky says, go Trump in all capital letters. Lori Marcucci. Rena, I do believe the president is not treated with respect in his own country. I don't agree with everything he has said or done, but he was elected by the citizens of his country and deserves respect. And I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. I don't agree with everything he has said or done, but I agree with a lot that he's done. But he does deserve respect. No other country would dare treat their president that way without feeling the repercussions. Sometimes I believe maybe we have too many freedoms. Love your channel and the crafts that you create. Keep them coming. Hugs. I very much agree with you, Lori, that sometimes it feels like we have too many freedoms. Everybody's offended by everything, It's just ridiculous. now we have to take down Christian stuff because the atheists are offended by our Christianity. I just don't understand. I mean, what if I'm offended by the color green? And I don't like, we got to take down the street signs because they are green and white. And I am offended by them. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's getting to the point of just absolute mayhem. Okay, I'm not going there. All right. Now, guys, I have to tell you, at this point, I am going to read. My crafty idol left a comment on my vlog. All right. This is one of the people that I was complaining about when I said the people whose channels I'm subscribed to do not create enough stuff. And she spoke up. Her name is Linda, and she is FaithChick777. She says, so I find myself with a day off during the week, cup of coffee in hand, thinking about what needs to be done today, but sitting here watching you instead. I think you did this on purpose. LOL. Makes me want to do a vlog. You should do a vlog. You absolutely should. We would love that. But I don't think I'd be as funny or have something worth listening to. I'm sure you would, Linda. You have been through some stuff that would be incredibly inspiring to people. And you know what I'm talking about. But you're right. Not too much out for crafting videos. I've had to search for new channels. I wish, and I have too, and I found some new mixed media channels. But the thing about mixed media is they just play music and they don't talk as much on theirs. I like when somebody is talking, even a voiceover. I prefer them talking while they're doing it, but I prefer a voiceover than the music playing over them. I wish I could put more out each month. I always get 2 out for DT, sometimes 3 videos, but I just can't seem to get more out with working. You know how that goes. I do, but I'm so lucky and so blessed that I have usually about 5 hours to craft every morning. And I get home and I craft for a few hours before my mojo goes away. So you're talking, I usually get 7 hours a day. I remember when there were so many of us YouTubers designing for smaller stores, but not much anymore. Things are changing, but even the ones who have gone onto larger teams don't do much for their channel anymore, which is a shame because I loved watching them. I know. Miranda, Miss Liberty 25, she's one of those. Life gets busy, I guess. I remember starting YouTube and watching videos and seeing them as royalty, hoping to be like them someday, and now they are hardly on. You, my friend, Linda, if you're watching this week, are my crafty royalty. You definitely are. And there's your clock up there. You didn't watch. A few weeks ago, I was talking about you and your stuff. And there's the clock up there that you made for me. And over there is that little storage piece that you made for me that said Journey on it. And it's got my little Tear Bears in it. I have some stuff put away because I'm getting ready for the window, but I just love your stuff in my craft room. Okay, I'm gushing. Oh well, thanks for keeping up with your crafts for all of us to see. I adore you. Starting to see the bottom of my coffee cup. Guess it's time to rise and do my chores. Hugs, my friend. Thank you so much for commenting. And oh my gosh, we're almost at 30 minutes. Crystal, I always laugh because of how I said your name. Cry Thomas. You explained it to me. It's Crystal. Okay. It's funny how you mentioned that there are not many crafting videos, as the other day I was thinking the same thing. I just assume that many of the crafters that I watch have kids and are getting ready to get out of school or already out of school and don't have much crafty time. I'm hoping that once they get into a summer routine, they come back, so have gone to watching vlogs. Yeah, but I honestly, this whole year, I haven't I haven't seen as many crafty videos. I'm so sorry that you got sent that nasty letter, and I'm glad you didn't really think about it, as bullies like that should not win in bringing you down like I know other YouTubers have. And that's true. I actually know some other people with vlogs who got really nasty letters and they quit doing their vlogs. And I was like, whatever. I am one that will put YouTube on my iPod while I work and listen and glance down every so often. Loving the mixed media projects you're doing, Crystal. Yay! I'm glad somebody's liking the mixed media because I'm having fun. All right, guys, we're at almost 31 minutes. It was a long Monday, but I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, guys, it is Tuesday afternoon. I just wanted to show you real quick. I was really unhappy. My hair was like starting to flip a little bit, and I went over and I told the gal, I said, I want it cut more. I don't want it to be shaggy. It's like, it's the thing for it to be shaggy. And she's like, you don't really need it cut. You need it thinned. And I was thinking to myself, no, I need it cut. But I think she did good. And she flat ironed it and everything, but I'm getting ready to go wash it. So it's probably not going to look like this for very long. So I thought I'd come and show it to you. I like it better. It's not, yeah, and I told her I want this to grow out in the front, because I want to look good for the wedding. Oh, man. I got to show you guys. I hope I can find it. I got Rihanna. A dress for the rehearsal dinner. Let's look at old mail. Oh, I got her this. Why can't, maybe I can make it bigger. I did get her this. She's gonna love it. All right. Where's the other thing? I hope you could see that. I hope. I ordered her a really pretty dress, and what's crazy, it was only $6 and change, and I was just like, how can this possibly be? Oh, let me just do this. Sorry. I think it's called, it's a website, Light in the Box. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's called. And let's see. My orders. So I found a bunch of stuff on this website. Molds. I ordered a bunch of molds. I ordered her a real pretty umbrella. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the dress I ordered her for the rehearsal dinner for the wedding. I hope you can see it, because I don't know, because I can't see. And then, real quick, I ordered her this gorgeous little umbrella. You ready? How pretty is that? For $12. I was like, oh God, for $12, she has to have it. And that little dress, I don't know if you saw it, $6.29. It is so pretty. So, anyway, lightinthebox.com. I bought, like I said, I bought a whole bunch of molds and just some other crafty goodies. So check them out. All right, I'm going to go take a shower because it is evening, just about 7 o'clock. Let's go see what Honey's doing. Look at him. Holy cow. And he didn't start this till like 3:30 this afternoon. He's pretending like I'm not taking a video. Because that bush is annoying the crap out of him. He really wants to chop that bush down. The neighbors were like, "Are you going to chop the bush down?" He was like, "Well, hell no." And guys, look at these. Aren't those cool? Look. Those came up so fast. So a lot of the stuff out front is doing really well. There was only like a couple of things that I put out front that aren't, I mean, even that's doing okay. It's supposed to be a creepy crawler. I have no idea what this is. It almost looks like a weed. I don't know. I put that in. But look over here. This looks like a weed too. But it looks like it's got blooms getting ready to come out. So we'll see. This is like a grass. That's supposed to have blooms on it. This has gotten some blooms on it. And there's more that are going to come out. And another grass. Then there's this thing. Then we got all the grass growing out of the sidewalk over there. These are big grasses. And I really think I should come out here and cut all the old stuff off. But at least it's coming back. The grass is looking awesome. And he hasn't even turned the sprinklers on yet. Then we got another one of these.
You're out here in your nightgown.
I am.
We don't live in the country, babe.
My nightgown.
There's going to be people driving by.
Okay, I'm going in.
That's for my eyes only.
My sexy nightgown.
She's wearing her good flannel tonight.
It's not even flannel, it's cotton. So he's going to do this area right here. And the windows are getting put in. And he's going to paint this. Or no, he's going to put a piece of trim work right there. So don't you worry, that's not staying like that. Look at these. These are doing so good. I need to keep with the, I don't know what these are. These are like desert plants, and they are absolutely doing fantastic out here. I mean, it looks like he's filling up the waterfall. I want to take you out back and show you. He kind of had to do a lot of revamping on the back pond. Okay, still Tuesday. Look at the sky. How cool is that? That's pretty. Anyway, that's our view of the mountains. It really disappears in the summertime when the trees are all leafed out. And I really wanted somebody to come and clear out all that brush, but I couldn't find anybody. So I guess it's staying. But it's nice. It's pretty. It looks like we live out in the wilderness. Quit laughing at me. He was laughing at me.
True story.
Is the water on?
No.
Okay, so we just put a teensy bit of blue in here yesterday. Honey's really been working on this. We had some leak somewhere, and he tore that whole top part off and just had to totally redo it, trying to find the leak. And he put all those little white stones in there. And I told him, I said, to me, it looks more natural the way he did it. It looks more like it's just out in the wilderness where rocks would just kind of, you know, land where they may. I told him we need to get some more, though, for like kind of sprinkle it over here. But it seems like there's a lot that has to happen before we could ever have fish, because the people who did it did not make it eco. They didn't do the ecosystem. They didn't do the proper filtration. And it's like every... But he's going to do it because he's just badass that way. And I got him to agree to forego the pool this year. It's already June, day after tomorrow. And here takes a long time for the solar to heat up the pool. So no pool this year. Miss Rihanna might be disappointed. I don't know. But I did order her that mermaid fin. And we're going to put her on the pond and get some pictures of her. Like, oh, it's going to be so awesome. So Friday, Savannah has a date with the Playhouse to get it all tidied and vacuumed up for the princess to get here. The plants are looking so nice. Except for that one. That one's not looking so hot. But that one looks really good. And these look beautiful. Honey, can I put the water plants back in? Yeah? All right, I'm going to do that. Hey guys, so it's Friday. It's almost 6 o'clock. Home from work. I just did my flower haul video. And I'm pretty sure that some of you are going to ask me about my feelings about the Kathy Griffin incident. So I'm just going to tell you. I just watched her press conference. I was blown away by her press conference. And this is what I have to say. First of all, yeah, political satire. Political satire, you know, you make jokes. Most of them are tasteless, but those are jokes. When you go to the trouble to get a mannequin head and make it look like the President of the United States, and you put pretend blood all over it, and you take professional photographs of yourself holding this head, you deserve anything that you get. Just like somebody, I shared something on Facebook about this, and somebody shared some kind of sign in front of a business that said something nasty about Obama. And I was like, you know, there's a difference, a big, big difference between somebody holding up a sign or having a sign in front of their business or their house or whatever that says something nasty about somebody. You know, the comedians on late night television are forever and constant and chronically saying bad things about the president. He's not freaking out. He's not sending the Secret Service after them. You know, he might tweet that it was disgusting or whatever. The same thing he did about Kathy Griffin. She deserved his tweet. She deserved Melania's tweet. She deserved the Trump kids' tweets. Does she deserve death threats? No. However, Trump supporters are very Trump supporters, you know. They're going to stand behind the man they believe in. And clearly, if you guys watched the video where they did a video while they were doing the photographs, and she's telling the photographer, we're going to have to move to another country. You better call your dad and apologize in advance for what's going to happen when these photographs come out. She knew exactly what was going to happen. And she deserves everything she's getting. I think it's sick and pathetic that now she's being made out to be the victim. Did she expect nothing would come from this? Clearly, she expected something because you hear her talking in the video about it. You know, if you don't like him, I'm cool with that. If you hate him, if you despise him, if you feel he's vile, I'm good with that. You have a right to your opinion. Same way I have a right to my opinion. But none of us, under any circumstances, have the right to do what she did and think that nothing's going to come of it. So, my opinion is she's getting every single thing she deserves, and she is not a victim. She knew exactly what was going to happen, and I am honestly rather delighted that it is happening to her, that she is losing jobs, because you know, I actually think that Madonna should have been investigated by the Secret Service for what she said. And I think it is I don't know. I just so disagree with so many people on the subject of President Trump. I literally have been doing interviews at the shop. And there was a gal who came in, and I could tell by looking at her that she probably was not a Trump supporter. And it's sad that in this day and time, I feel compelled to tell someone at an interview, hey, I need to put this out there to make sure you're comfortable working for a conservative Christian Trump supporter. And fortunately, she was very politically correct, and she said, you know what? Everybody has a right to feel how they want to feel, and I just don't believe in discussing it at work. You know, she said, I'm sure you could tell by looking at me, I'm not a Republican. And I said, I kind of got that impression, and that's why I wanted to put it out there. And I want you to start working here and find out, because I don't keep it a secret. I watch Fox News during the day, and she was like, you know, both my aunts are very conservative Republicans. My mom and I are liberals. But, you know, hey, we just agree not to talk about it. And I told her that one of the other girls that works for me is a very hardcore liberal, Amy. And you guys know I love her to death. I love her. I would adopt her in a second. But we're able, because we've known each other so long, we're able to talk about our feelings about different things and not get mad at each other. Just be able to let it roll off our back and go, oh, I can't believe you think that, but okay. Okay. So, anyway, that's my feeling on that subject, and I hope I don't start an uproar. I really don't want to. I just know a lot of you are probably going to go, hey, Rena, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? I think Melania's response to her was absolutely perfect. I think it was full of class, of what a first lady should be, and I was very proud of how she worded her tweet. I just can't believe Kathy Griffin is somehow the victim when she's the one that chose to behave in such a manner. So, wah. I'm not impressed. Here is my violin, Kathy Griffin. See you guys later. Oh, good Saturday morning. This is what my craft room looks like. I wasn't expecting this to have to happen for new windows, but we got a text message yesterday saying this is what needed to happen. So after both of us working a full day, we came home and did this, and it sucked. And I'm stressed out because it's only Saturday. So now my craft room is down Saturday, Sunday. They can do this room on Monday. So I'm down Saturday, Sunday, and a full day Monday. Sunday and Monday are my craft all days. I am not a happy camper right now. Honey's like, but you will be a happy camper. He's like, good thing we don't have to move all this. It's like, yeah, we're not moving that. So at least this whole wall and the closet's still good. We just had to, this piece right here was right here. So we just rolled it over. So the closet is still intact, but I had to put a bunch of stuff up there. And then my lady who buys all my cards for me, all my cards for me, when Miss Paula Hatton Vines doesn't grab them first, she just bought like 8. And as you could see, I have no computer and no printer, and I started freaking out. But I was able to locate them and package them and weigh them, and I will print the label at the shop. So this is going to be the view that I have, and I will be happy because it's going to be double the fun. It's going to be exactly 2 windows. This one, and we did this to save money. This window will not open, but this window will. So, kind of wish we'd done 3, to be honest with you. Kind of wish we'd done 3. Wouldn't that be cool? Now I'm thinking. All right, so here's all the stuff. And then I got our bed stripped. I'm doing the laundry. We're going to have to move this. They'll have to deal with the bed. We're not moving the bed. And then they got to put a window in there. So you got to move that. And then Honey's like, we're going to have to move the desk because we have this window here. And the desk is like right up against it. So in the boys' room, we're not going in there. But the rest of the windows like out here. Savannah's room doesn't have a window, and the window's out here. Out.
That's it, the finished product.
Yep, that's my new window. I can see the backyard so beautifully.
Look at the foggy haze.
Wow.
Come on.
Oh.
Keep trying to get out.
There's a wasp. All right, they don't care about a wasp.
I do. I want to be fun.
Well, let's go.
I put this here so that I could close the door.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't want it like goes around the house.
That is going to make the room much brighter.
We still have some wall space.
I was thinking earlier, I was like, oh, I have enough room for another one.
Just like stretch it all the way over.
Oh, the room's going to have to be painted.
Well, why would that be a bad thing?
I wasn't anticipating on painting it.
Why don't you just paint this wall? Do like an accent color. No, you don't have to paint the entire room.
Because it's like a peachy pink. So what color would I paint it?
I don't know. You could do like a darker correlating color, like something like this. Maybe a little bit darker than that. I mean, you're gonna have all this light coming, and it won't matter if that wall's just a smidge darker.
Oh my God, I'm gonna shoot myself. I didn't even know we were gonna have to move all this stuff. I just thought we were gonna have to like move the stuff off the desk, because that's what the window guy told me. He's like, oh yeah, this is too much stuff for you guys to move. Just move the stuff off the desk. It'll be fine. Huh. There's Miss Rihanna. She's ready. Look at her with her fancy shoes on and her cute little dress and her nice little, her little jacket and her snazzy sunglasses. What are you doing?
We're going to the movies.
What are you going to see at the movies?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I brought some of my stuff that I needed.
Yep, that's all the stuff she needed right there.
Uh-huh. And Rugger wanted
And Rugger wanted to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Rugger might need to get a Groot. This is what's going on.
Hi, Angel. You want to get in the video? Hi, okay, now take it down.
Say hi, fans.
Hi, fans. Rihanna's fans.
Look at Rizzo. Rizzo. She's a clown dog. She's a rodeo dog. Come up here. Show him your feet. Look at you.
Party animal.
Yes.
You
Look
party
at her.
animal.
She's got a blue mohawk. Gonna let it get long. So it looks like a feather blowing in the wind. Okay, so it is Sunday evening. Look how much light is in this room. And I got that painted. And then I went ahead and painted the whole wall. And then I told Honey, let's paint this wall. And he was like, yeah. So I did. So I painted these thingies. And listen. Can you hear the waterfall? I can't wait till my window's in. And we're gonna make them do this room first. So I can start. This is what my honey's been doing today. It kind of reminds me of that movie Big, where Tom Hanks like tap danced on the piano. He was like piano keys. But he's even got his vehicle there so nobody pulls in the driveway. But yeah, this man can work. Maybe that's why you don't have a big tush. You work your ass off.
What explains this?
Beer. That, he did a bunch of it by hand. Those down there?
Yeah.
Those by hand. And then he's like, oh God, I'm going to buy a sprayer.
78 boards.
Yeah. So the deal was they don't stain the wood. They put it up raw and then you have to stain it when it's already on your house. And it's like, no. Look at the rock, guys. Doesn't it look awesome? Let's go out to the street. Let's go to the street. Oh, you filled up the waterfall.